Hi, my name is Ricardo Wyngaard. I'm from Ricardo Wyngaard Attorneys. We're specializing in non-profit organizations law. This video is aimed at helping community-based non-profit organizations to register in terms of the Non-Profit Organizations Act, and also once registered to comply with the requirements of the Act. We are doing this in association with the Western Cape Paralegal Association, and we have also the Department of Social Development that will be represented at today's workshop to go through the Non-Profit Organizations Act and also the experience with non-profit organizations. We have been supported financially by the International Center for Not-for-Profit Law and the Social Chains Assistance Trust. We hope you enjoy it. Today, I'm so excited because we have Mr. Mbele from the Department of Social Development. He is at the NPO Directorate, and we're going to interview Mr. Mbele to ask him questions about the NPO Directorate, about the NPO Act, in order for us to get a first-hand insight as to what is happening at the Department of Social Development. So, welcome, Mr. Mbele. It's so good to have you here.
Yes, thank you very much. It is an honor to be here and doing this video for our organization down on the ground. I think the information that we're going to be provide here in this video would be helpful to NPOs, particularly small CBOs who want to apply. We'll talk about the requirements of the Act. We'll also talk about what the Act requires of organizations once they are registered.
Yes, wonderful. So, Mr. Mbele, I think a lot of the organizations have not yet had the privilege of meeting somebody from the NPO Directorate. Do you want to tell us more about the NPO Directorate, where you're based, in terms of how many people are working at the NPO Directorate?
The Non-Profit Organizations Directorate, for short we call it NPO Directorate, is situated at the Department of Social Development at the National Office. We are established in terms of the Non-Profit Organizations Act, which provides that the Minister of Social Development must establish a directorate for NPOs. The responsibilities of the Directorate for NPOs is, among others, to register NPOs. As many will know that they submit applications at Pretoria, where we are situated. But more importantly, also the Act calls on us as a Directorate to develop programs with which to assist NPOs to register and also to maintain standards of good governance.
Yeah.
Because that is very important.
Yes.
Yes. So the NPO Directorate currently has about 32 officials who are mainly the Directorate, and in that we have various sections, because as I said, we register and also upon registration we also monitor NPOs to ensure that they comply with the provisions of the Act, and also we have established a unit which is responsible for awareness about the NPO, which we call the NPO capacity building in the NPO Directorate. So essentially we have about 4 directorates who are responsible for various functions in the NPO Directorate. One is to receive applications. The other section is to assess applications, ensure that the applications meet the requirements of the Act before they proceed with the registration. Once the applications meet the requirements, they get registered. But also many of them do not meet the requirements, and that is a very serious concern for us. Whereupon, when they do not meet the requirements, we send the application back to the applicants to rectify.
Yes.
Yes. And then the section, within the registration section, you have those that deal with quality control to ensure that we have captured the information correctly and that indeed applications comply. Once they are registered, we print out the certificate, which we send through to the NPO. Within the NPO Directorate also, we have another section. So the registration has about 16 people who check all the applications that are being received. And then from there, it goes to 2 of those colleagues who do the final checking to ensure that everything is in order before they proceed to issue a certificate. The certificate, when issued, is only signed by the director. So you need to have a signature of the director, the date on which the organization was registered, and their NPO number. And once the NPO is registered and sending the certificate, within 9 months after the end of their financial year, NPOs are required to submit reports.